Hi guys, welcome to the episode 2 of Real Estate Secrets Revealed. This is Jacky Styles Homes, your number one go-to realtor in Nairobi, Kenya. And if you're looking for a realtor to work with in Nairobi, Kenya, you are in the right place, watching the right person, so look no further. As I promised you in episode 1, by the way, if you haven't watched episode 1, go and watch. It will entertain you, but you also get to learn a lot at the same time. So guys, this time round, I promised you that I'll be coming in hot, I'll be sharing with you hot stories, everything that is happening in the real estate industries, from the most interesting to the most shocking stories, because in the industry there has been crazy things going on, unimaginable things going on, just unspeakable things that you can even ever think of. But that's why I'm here, guys, to share everything with you. So today's story will be about a certain lady, and just to prepare you, it's a very, very sad story. I've tried to put myself into the shoes of this certain lady that I'm about to introduce to you, and it is sad. It is very sad. So without wasting more time, I'll jump into the story. So there's a lady who lost a property worth Kenya shillings 50 million.
Are you serious?
Imagine 50 million Kenya shillings property without receiving a single cent or payment from it.
Wait a minute.
Stay tuned and make sure you watch till the end, because you will get to learn a lot. I'll name this lady Wanjiru. And Wanjiru was married to a handsome foreign husband. Wow. And they were living here in Kenya, in the city. This is something that just happened recently, and it's a real story.
Are you kidding me?
So Wanjiru and Derek were living happily, and they also decided to invest together, to invest in real estate. So they bought a number of properties together. And I'm also happy to say that they were blessed with a beautiful daughter.
Wow.
I'll name her Sharon. And when Sharon was 11 years old, Derek and Wanjiru decided to separate because their marriage was not working anymore.
Oh no!
And when they decided to separate, Wanjiru decided to appoint a lawyer to handle all her affairs and also to help her with the separation case. And so the lawyer obediently and wholeheartedly and willingly helped Wanjiru with the separation case. And she was able to get at least 2 properties from the separation. She retained a 4-bedroom villa and a 3-bedroom apartment just within the city in very prime locations. After the separation, Wanjiru got into depression, serious depression. She became mentally impaired, and she was living in her own world, and she didn't know what was happening in the real world. So when she was in the hospital bed, her lawyer decided to pay her a visit. I'll name the lawyer Ochieng. So Ochieng visited Wanjiru in hospital, and he sat at the edge of her hospital bed. And since he was handling all her affairs, even when she's mentally ill and in hospital, he visited her and told her that he had increased the rent of the 4-bedroom villa. He actually frustrated the tenant who was living there by increasing the rent unreasonably.
You serious?
So this made the tenant vacate the property.
Oh
And the
no!
property became vacant for a while. So after the property became vacant for months, the lawyer visited the hospital and tried to convince Wanjiru to sell the 4-bedroom villa.
You serious?
And remember, Wanjiru was mentally impaired. She could not make sound decisions. She was not in the right condition to make such kind of decisions. So Wanjiru, without her knowledge, and I don't blame her at all, she was brought some papers by her lawyer Ochieng, and she couldn't quite remember if she signed the documents that she was brought, or the documents that were brought were not signed by her, meaning that the signatures or her signatures were forged. And this makes Wanjiru very sad after she became well and healthy. But since she was not in the right mind, she can't actually remember what happened. But there were signed documents, and the lawyer said that the documents were signed by Wanjiru.
Oh no!
The reason why these documents were brought is because Ochieng had gotten a buyer for the 4-bedroom villa belonging to Wanjiru. And after getting the buyer, I don't know if Ochieng was really to be trusted, but by the end of this story, you will judge it by yourself. He went back again to the hospital and convinced Wanjiru to sell her 3-bedroom apartment in a very prime location as a distress sale for Kenya shillings 8.7 million, which is way low below the market price. And because Wanjiru really needed the money to settle her bills and also to do other things, she decided to sell the property, so she let it go at 8.7 million Kenya shillings. And after selling the property, the title deed was transferred in the name of our company. Little did she know that Ochieng, the said lawyer, was one of the shareholders, and he actually held 50% shares of that company.
Are you kidding me?
See how people play games. Miserable Wanjiru, after getting well, and now she was becoming healthy and feeling much better, and her mental senses were coming back slowly. She noticed that she had not received any payment for the 4-bedroom villa, and the lawyer said that she had signed some papers. So she wrote to the lawyer very fast and instructed him to cancel the deal, to cancel the transaction. But the lawyer told her, "No, Wanjiru, we can't do that because the sale is already over and you signed the sale agreement and the title deed has been transferred in the name of the new owner, now the buyer, who Wanjiru did not meet at all." And Wanjiru became very sad and she almost got into another depression, but is good because she was able to conquer. She had the grace of God. So Wanjiru pushed on and decided to go to the 4-bedroom villa, and she found that the house had been occupied by this lady. And when this lady saw Wanjiru accompanied by the mother, she decided to chase them away from the property because she was already in possession of the property. And the lady was huge and Wanjiru was tiny because of the illness, and she could not fight. So they decided to live in peace. Poor Wanjiru. After leaving the estate, the new buyer or the new owner of the property, I'll name her Irene. Irene went and filed a case against Wanjiru. And she filed a case against Wanjiru saying that her and the mother were trying to deprive her of her possession, which was not true because Wanjiru had not received a single cent from the transaction. But when the court case started and they were attending the court cases, the day of the ruling came. And remember now, Ochieng is no longer in the picture. He already owns an apartment that was owned by Wanjiru through the shares in the company, and he gave away Wanjiru's property without her consent or without her being in the right position to make a decision. And so the judge ruled that you won't believe this. You won't believe this. The judge ruled that since Wanjiru and Irene got into an agreement, a written agreement, the law takes such an agreement as legitimate. Guys, it is very sad. It was very painful for Wanjiru and her mother. And so Wanjiru was not satisfied by that ruling, and she decided to appeal. So she got another lawyer to appeal that case. But so far, what the new owner of the property, now Irene, said was that she paid Ochieng 13.7 million Kenya shillings.
Are you serious?
Regarding the property sale. So remember, Wanjiru did not receive any payment, so that means Ochieng pocketed the 13.7 million Kenya shillings. And that was not even half the value of the property. Maybe just a quarter value of the property, not even a quarter, not even close. And I hope and wish the best for Wanjiru that after appealing, she will gain her victory. But Ochieng benefited, Irene benefited, and Wanjiru and her mother became miserable. And remember, this property has been held by Wanjiru for her daughter Sharon to inherit when she grows up. So that means nothing also there'll be nothing for Sharon to inherit. This story is very sad, but it happened, and many more things have happened. Such things have happened, but people don't talk about them, and people don't get the justice that they deserve. So, guys, I'll give you a piece of advice. Number one, do not trust anyone fully. It doesn't matter who it is, do not trust anyone fully. Number 2, if you can handle your own affairs, if they don't overwhelm you, you'd better do it. For example, for the 4-bedroom villa and the 3-bedroom apartment, Wanjiru could handle the 2 properties and collect the rent and deal with the tenants. And I believe that it would be okay. It is not that overwhelming. And if she needed help, there are also other people who can help her. People she really trusted. So in your circle, just know who to trust and who not to trust. Another thing is that you should always make major decisions when you are in your right mindset. And no one should come convincing you on making major decisions in your life. It should be up to you to decide, not to be convinced by someone else. Another thing is that you should understand how a property sale process goes from A to Z. It is very important so that you don't get conned along the way. Remember that the minimum or least amount of deposit for any sale is 10%. And upon signing the sale agreement, 10% is paid. And all the clauses, terms and conditions should be captured in the sale agreement accordingly. And after paying the 10% deposit, the balance should be paid within a certain period of time agreed between the buyer and the seller. And the title deed should be transferred to the new owner upon completion of the payment, not before completion. You should also seek advice from other people when handling serious matters. So guys, what do you think about the current law in Kenya? Is there justice? Would you actually get justice from our law? And what do you think about trusting lawyers fully? What do you think about managing your own affairs? Just tell me what you think. Who played who in this story? Just let me know your views. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you've learned something from this story, and stay tuned for the episode 3. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so that you can always be notified every time I upload a new video. It's your girl Jacky sells homes. Until next time, cheers.